Hey everybody. So, I'm in a pretty good mood actually. I'm in a pretty good space. This thing with Joy, like I don't know what's happened to her. So it has kind of like a little bit more of a fire under my ass to get this thing done. But I've also continuing to see now. There's some people are making some really good progress, and everybody is exactly where they need to be. But I'm also where I need to be, and when I see things that aren't really good and I feel perpetuating insanity, I have a duty to speak up and share my thoughts and feelings on these things because we're in some dire times, and I think a lot of people think they can sit back, and kind of watch things play out in their safe, comfortable confines and surpluses and stockpiles and choose not to do anything, even though they have the ability, the reach, the influence, the audience to do something. And I say to you, that's, in my opinion, it's not, if you're really it's a spiritual battle we're in, right? If you guys believe it really is a spiritual battle, which I feel probably a lot of you who watch my channel agree with, because that's what I'm always talking about, right? Um, you know, so energetically, the love, that vibration that comes from doing things from the heart, that is our most powerful weapon. And if you have the ability to share, which is caring, and you're choosing not to because you're more worried about, your abundance not depleting, that's literally kind of going against the word of God, and also just spiritually speaking, less is more. It's really just against the general flow of spirituality to be selfish. Is against you. It's a lower vibrational way of living your life. It's living in fear. It's concerning only yourself, and that, the reason why it's such a big deal right now. I mean, it's always not a good thing to do, but that is the actual thing that is creating or causing humanity to be in the state that it's in, is that we've all chosen to live these separate, divided lives and care, for the most part, only about ourselves and our select few members, and neglect, what our actions are doing to the rest of the world. Because everybody that's been a part of capitalism all have a karmatic effect to pay for the things that they've helped enable. And a lot of you older people, y'all have been in this longer than us. So a lot of this karma, this is why I think a lot of these older people are having trouble opening up their arms and sharing the way that I feel they should, because they're in a lot of ways more responsible than we are, because they've been here longer and they've known this shit is evil, and they've chosen to continue on with their jobs and just look forward to their early retirements and not really worry about the future that they're bringing in, that we have inherited, that we now have to change. They do too, but they're not. I'm speaking as myself. I'm realized I'm 35 and I don't have anything better to do with my life other than to change this capitalistic system and way of living for something that's better. That's how I feel, especially with everything that's coming down the pipeline. But a lot of these older people, because they are older, they have their houses, they have their money, they have their assets, and they know they're going to die soon. They're just sitting there chilling, thinking everything's Gucci. But I say to you, like, there is a karmatic effect for everything that you've done. And I think that not only are you playing with your own, soul and well-being in terms of passing on and what you guys have left for us and the karmatic repercussions of that, but you're also, you're just not, these people, these evil beings, I don't think they're just going to, they're not telling you everything, okay? They're telling you what they want you to know. So to think you know what they're going to do, or to think that you have some counter to their agenda, think again, because you guys do not know the full potentiality. Most of you guys do not know what these people are really capable of, like how deep some of these spiritual wicked powers go and the type of things they can do to you, largely because you guys don't have your heart chakras in good places. That's really your true and greatest defense, is the word, is your love, is your charity, is what you do for yourself and really others. It's a lot of it's your others, man. All this self-help talk, is, yes, it's good. You have to take care of yourself, but the way that they be pushing it, and they have so many people just worrying about themselves, that's satanic. That's not good. And it's caught in a lot of momentum, and it's keeping us from coming together and helping each other out. And it's also keeping humanity from learning the overall lesson, because it's not just about helping your fellow man, it's about helping all of creation. You know, people want to sit back in their mansions and their houses and their stockpiles after they've done raped the earth, exploited the earth, and then they don't want to give back to the earth or give back to people or help create a movement that could help give back to the earth, help the people, help everything in tandem. You know, and especially if you guys believe in spirituality, these are the type of actions and movements that are really going to give you the type of energetic power, allowance, and protection to fight off these evil beings when they come to get you. Because I do think there's going to be a cleansing that's going to take place. You know, if people continue to not learn the lesson of love and get away from money, it's unrighteous. They've got to, you know, it's not even me. I'm just telling you what I feel like the Most High's kind of have in order. Like, if you're not getting with the program here, you might have to come back and learn the lesson again, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't want to see that happen, man. You know, I've been one of the biggest proponents for humanity learning the lesson and not having to go through all this hell. But I'm only one man and I can only do so much. And I continue to see a lot of people with a lot of influence online doing and saying the same things. And it's just not doing any good. And so in fact, I have to say something now. Otherwise, I'm allowing these people to say this stuff. And when I know that there's a completely different way, and I know that we're in the last days of some end times, and y'all are continuing to say the same thing, it's insane. For your own good and for the good of the rest of creation, let's change our ways. Let's take some risks in each other. Let's develop some trust. Let's use honor. Let's believe in the goodness that comes from good work. The hemp plant is here. It's miraculous. I saw Tom Barnett make a video about it. Shout out to him. That's beautiful. But I don't know why other people, especially here in America, aren't talking about hemp. If you look into it, it does so many beautiful, good things. It grows quickly. It's a hardy plant. I mean, it's fucking common sense. It does so many things. I mean, there's a spell on it. Like, I get it. You know, the reason why I know this is because it's taken me a long time to be able to be this comfortable talking about it and to learn about it. You know, for a long time, just going into it, like, there would just be this weird thing in my head that's like, oh, hemp plant, can't be that good, and like, it's a weird spell. It's a really strange spell. It's very deceitful because it's not like a super powerful spell, but it's definitely enough to persuade you somewhere else. And that's all the enemy needs to keep you from focusing on what's actually going to help save the day, which is hemp, which is honor, which is getting away from the money. So those three things, and then also the fun, healthy activities that go along with that. Because once we're out there growing hemp, living out there in nature, by the woods, by all the rivers and all these good things, we're going to have the space, the time, and the good energy to do these things that we really want to do. That's really about fun in life, not about, you know, fucking these dirty devices and dirty technologies and dirty cities and all this dirty shit. Cleanliness, purity, passion, love, life. These are the things that we need to reinvigorate. But if we continue to talk about the same shit, if we continue to be selfish, if we continue to point the finger instead of taking responsibility, it's not going to happen. And not only is it not going to happen, but there's repercussions for our neglect. Because we are here to change things. We are here to create. We are not here, in my opinion, to really support the satanic system. They have enough support. Like, there needs to be a collection of us that stand up against this shit. Like, it's got to happen one way or another. Otherwise, something else will have to come in and do the job that we were supposed to do, which puts us in a particular spot that I don't think I want to be, and you guys probably, you know, I'd hope to think you wouldn't want to be there either, because it's not a good place to be. All right. So I love you guys, and I hope you all have a good day. All right. Bye.